YouTube? Thought I'd do a quick video here. Today's video is going to be the sound test on my prototype board, repeater controller board. But before I get into that, if there's any videos you want me to do with this repeater controller board, please post that in the comments below. Now, before we get into that, a little disclaimer. Make sure you do this to the frequencies you have a license for, and make sure that particular frequency allows repeaters. Not all frequencies allow repeaters. So make sure you check on that before you start doing this with any radio. With that being said, this lets you take any mobile radio, two-way radio, GMRS, ham, whatever, business band, whatever, and make them into a repeater. No radio modifications, no Vox, plug and play. The only thing that you need to know is for your transmit radio is their microphone pinouts. Usually that's in the owner's manual. If not, you can email the manufacturer because you're going to need to know what pins are what, so you can hook it up to my interface board. There's a screw terminal. The speaker out cable, you just plug it into the back of the radio. Make sure you put the receive radio on the receive frequency. I had the volume about halfway on the radio. You can see the white mark. And then you make sure your transmit radio is on your transmit frequency. Now, plug and play, no radio modifications. We don't need a DB9 plug on the radios. We don't need any data ports. This is strictly, like I said, this should work with any radio, mobile radio, if you are able to hook up a cable for the microphone. So that's that. Now, also too, I am using a duplexer in this video. I have a dummy load hooked up to it. Now, the duplexer is only needed if you want to run one antenna, but for testing purposes, I don't even need to really have that hooked up, but that's part of my rack system, so that's why that's hooked up. If you're wondering what this bottom thing is the duplexer. Otherwise, you'd have to run two separate antennas, and that's kind of a pain. So, yeah, so pretty much you can make any two mobile radios into a repeater with or without a duplexer, is what this is gonna, this test is for. So now let me go ahead and I'm gonna try to capture the sound in two different ways. Now, bear with me. I'm still way too close to be doing this. I even have the mobile radio on low power. I had the volumes turned down so I don't get feedback. So you might hear, I have LED lights, you might hear a little bit of a buzz, but you'll get the idea. What I'm going to do first is I'm going to capture the sound through the speaker out on this handheld. We're going to do a test. Then I will disconnect that, and then I will hook up a microphone like you see here that's in front of the speaker so you can hear it that way. So hopefully you can be able to kind of compare. But like I said, I'm still pretty close here. It's going to, there might be a buzz or something, and that I can't control that. So let's go ahead and and I'll mute the microphone that I'm using now, and I have another handheld. And just to be clear, I guess, these two radios are programmed to, this is a repeater now. This is a repeater. So these two radios are programmed to that repeater, okay? So I'm going to key this one up. I'm going to mute the microphone I'm using now, and we're going to do the first test with the cable plugged into the radio, speaker out. So bear with me.
Okay, this is the sound, how it comes off the receive handheld there, and I'll point to it here. This is the sound coming off this handheld through this speaker out cable. 1, 2, 3, 4, 4, 3, 2, 1. Now I'll go back to my headset here in a minute.
Okay, so that's how it sounded with this cable. Now I got to unplug this cable so I can turn on the speaker here. So let me unhook. Hopefully this will all work. So let me reach in here. We're going to unplug this so we can hear the speaker. So now I'm going to mute my headset, and now when I key up a radio, you're going to hear it coming over the speaker with this microphone in front of the speaker. So let's go ahead and try that.
Radio check. 1, 2, 3, 4, 4, 3, 2, 1. This is coming over the microphone that's in front of the radio. 1, 2, 3, 4, 4, 3, 2, 1.
So there, hopefully you got the idea of how the sound, it sounds really good, you know, and I still got more testing to do, but so far so good. Now, if there's any type of video that you want me to test this or, you know, do a test with, you know, post it down in the comments below. There's not going to be a lot of test videos. I will be testing it off camera, obviously, but I'm not going to be doing a ton of test videos. There's not really a lot to show you. I may do one more video on the data pins on here, like I talked about before. But other than that, that's pretty much about it for this type of repeater controller. There's not a lot to show. Maybe I might do a video on how to hook up this cable. I'll go through the motion, how to figure out how to read the connector on here. Maybe I'll do that type of video too to help with people setting this up. So there you have it. Any questions or comments, please post them down below. Please subscribe. Thank you and have a good day.